What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jonathan Smith, aka TeflonJohn, coming to you courtesy of Bulletproof Workoutz and Bulletproof Fitness. Today's video is going to be how to gain size. I was fortunate enough to meet a young man named Trevor Wayne Cheatham at Kinetics Health Club in Lynchburg, Virginia, who asked me to spot him one day, and we ended up developing a dynamic relationship where he kind of trusts me. I told him I was a personal trainer and I can kind of give him tips. And he sent me a question basically asking, how did you gain size? He says he has a high metabolism, so he wants to know what type of protein should he be taking while doing this, what type of food should he be eating. And then he also asked me what type of workouts should I be doing. So basically, in a nutshell, what can he do to actually gain mass? So, step number one. Trevor needs to be in a caloric surplus. And what I mean by a caloric surplus is we all have a BMR. Everybody's BMR is different. Basal metabolic rate. So if you lay down for 24 hours without falling asleep, you're going to burn a certain amount of calories every day based upon your metabolism. So let's say, for example, your metabolism, your BMR is 3,000 calories. So you're going to burn 3,000 calories a day no matter what. That's without doing cardio, without working out. You're going to be burning 3,000 calories per day. So I believe what Trevor's doing, if he's not losing weight, he's definitely not gaining weight, or we wouldn't be doing this video. Trevor's eating at maintenance, so he may be breaking even. So if his body burns 3,000 calories per day and he consumes 3,000 calories per day, he has what you call an equal energy balance. He's putting out as much as he's taking in. So he's burning what he's taking in, he's now putting on size. So in order for Trevor to put on size, we have to be in what I said, a caloric surplus. So I would recommend going 300 to 500 calories above your caloric maintenance level, which is your BMR. And to learn how to calculate your BMR, I'm going to do a video on it, but there's certain websites that you can go to, BMR calculators. I think bodybuilding.com has one. My future website will also have one. So just kind of Google it. How do I calculate my BMR? You want to say 300 to 500 calories above that. That's going to help you put on size. For those of you who want to lose weight, say 300 to 500 calories underneath that. Now, if you look at this, I want to say a lot of times nowadays you hear about dirty bulking, where guys just sit there and they eat up a lot of food. They eat like Twinkies and donuts. Trevor, I really don't want you to do that. So what I want you to be concerned with is, after you get in the caloric surplus, step number two is you need to be consuming lots of carbohydrates. What I mean by good carbohydrates are slow digesting carbs, so a lot of whole grains. You know, if you're going to eat pasta and spaghetti, eat whole wheat, whole grain. They have fruit, so you can go ahead and Google slow digesting carbs. Now, when it comes to a diet on a 1-2-3 macronutrient ratio, and what I mean by macronutrients, I'm talking about your carbohydrates, your proteins, and fats. You should be at carbohydrates being your largest portion, followed by proteins, and then fats being your least amount. So, for example, let's say if you were at 30, if your BMR is 3,100 calories, and we want to get you to put on size. So let's say every day you must consume 3,600 calories. So let's say your daily total calorie intake is 3,600 calories per day, right? So on a 3-2-1 macronutrient diet, let's say carbs is going to take up the most part. It's going to be 3. Let's say proteins is going to be number 2. And let's say fats is going to be number 1, right? 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So we have a pie graph down here with 6 slices in it. So we're going to use C for carbs. It's going to be 3. P for protein. And F for fats. So basically we have 6 pieces. So 3,600 divided by 6 is 600. So each one of these portions are going to be worth 600 calories. And this is just an example. Some people's may end up being different. Now, this is basically saying that out of his daily total calorie intake, he's allowed from carbohydrates per day 1,800 carbs. He's allowed 1,800 calories from carbs. He's allowed 1,200 calories from protein, and he's allowed 600 calories from fats. Now, if you look, this is a whopping amount of calories to consume from carbs, but carbohydrates, if you look at the molecular structure of carbohydrates, protein, and fats, carbohydrates is the largest molecule between these three. Carbohydrates actually feed the muscles. Carbohydrates actually makes the muscles appear fuller. So when it comes to carbs, you're going to have to get them, you know? You're going to have to get them in. So just basically saying these are calories. If you want to calculate grams, there are 4 calories for every 1 gram of carbs. There are 4 calories for every 1 gram of protein. And there are 9 calories for every 1 gram of fat. So basically you would take you would take the 1,800 calories and divide about 4 to figure out how many grams per day of carbs you would get. You do the same for protein, and you would do the same for fat, so you would divide it by 9. Now, the reason they do it grams and calories is because not all food packages are listed the same. Some just tell you the amount of calories, some tell you the amount in grams. So now when you read food packages, you could actually use this formula. So if something's saying that there are 4 grams of carbs in a pack of crackers, actually, you know, that's going to be 16 calories because there's 4 calories in every 1 gram of carb. 4 times 4 is 16. So now saying that, this kind of gives you a basic structure on, you know, your meals for the day. Now, if you want to go further, you could actually take this 3,600 and divide it by the amount of meals you're going to eat per day, and then that's going to give you, if you're going to eat 5 meals per day, you divide 3,600 by 5. That's going to give you how many calories per meal out of those 5 meals. So you can actually go down, which I'll do a video on that on the macronutrients a different time. Now, when it comes to types of protein, if you can't get 3,600 calories per day, it's hard for you to eat that much food, they do have mass gainers. Now with mass gainers, you have to be careful because these are going to be packed with calories. So doing little to no cardio, you may put on a little bit of fat. If you're not eating lean, or not eating lean, but eating lean, you know, beef, chicken, turkey, if you're consuming a lot of bad calories, you're going to put on a little bit of fat with a mass gainer because you're not going to really be doing cardio. Because if you're doing cardio, you're going to be burning more calories, and you're trying to stay 500 calories over. So when it comes to mass gainers, you want to stay away from mass gainers or protein that has a lot of soy protein in it. Soy-based protein, soy is going to boost your estrogen levels, which is going to help your body store fat. So great mass gainer that I use is ISSA Mass. That's what I'm actually using now. And ISSA Mass is packed with 3 servings. 3 scoops is 1 serving with 12 ounces of milk. Will give you 980 calories. 65 grams of protein, 80 carbs, and I forget how many grams of fat, but you can Google it. But what that does is it helps me get these 3,600 calories, and the rest of the calories I'm getting from whole food sources: beef, chicken, turkey, lean meats, fish, and then I'm eating vegetables. So you don't want to rely on just eating pizza and eating a lot of fast-acting carbs, because that's going to help you pack on a lot of fat. And then by the time you reach the size you want to cut, you have more fat to actually lose, and then you're going to lose your muscle because it's really going to throw you off. It's going to be a hard cut. Now, they do have lean proteins, which most protein is going to be about 100 to like 160 calories, which you want to stay away from those proteins unless you want to do a lean bulk, which you want to gradually put on lean mass. So you have to really make that choice there. If you can consume most of your calories through whole food sources, stick with a lean protein, but you still want some carbs in there. Most lean proteins won't have that many carbs in there for after your workout, so you really got to focus on your post-workout meal, consuming some carbs in there. Baked sweet potatoes, brown rice, just Google it, slow digesting carbs. Now, the last thing is you're going to need to eat caloric dense foods. That's going to be your slow digesting carbs, which your foods are going to be heavier in calories than they are in nutrients. So if you're eating like a lot of vegetables, you're eating a lot of broccoli, and green vegetables. Those are what you call nutrient-dense food, which compared to the amount of weight. So there's 3 grams of broccoli. Broccoli, that 3 grams is going to be worth more in the nutrients than it is the calories. It's going to be lower in calories, but higher in nutrients. Caloric-dense foods are going to be high. 3 grams of whole grain pasta are going to be higher in carbohydrates, meaning by the time you do your math, it's going to be higher in calories. You're going to want to consume a lot of calories. Stick to a lot of caloric-dense foods. Consume those throughout the day. Try to reach that. Try to stay 300 to 500 grams over. And I believe you will achieve the size you're looking for. Now, on the workout side, you're going to want to switch up your workout and maybe try a 5x5 workout. Go heavy. So you're going to do 5 sets of 5, whether it be bench press or your pull push legs day. So 5 sets of 5, you're going to go heavy. So on that 5th rep, it feels like you're about to tap out. Maybe stay on that program for maybe about 6 weeks and then switch it up where you're doing maybe sets of 6 to 8. Switch it up maybe 6 weeks after that and drop down to maybe sets of like 10 to 12. But you want to lift heavy so you can put on size and girth. And you're going to need carbohydrates, especially because you're going to notice these workouts are going to be strenuous and with the level of intensity you have to put into them. So they're really going to tax you out, so you're going to need carbs to fuel yourself for your workout. So I hope I answered your question. I hope you guys like it. If you have any other questions, send them to bulletproofworkoutz@yahoo.com, or you can inbox me, facebook.com/bpworkouts, facebook.com/bpbootcamp, and like, subscribe, comment on this video. And also, if you like the bulletproof apparel, this is one of the bulletproof shirts that I'm actually wearing. You could actually go to bptshirts.spreadshirt.com. So, as I always say, one love, be blessed.